All right, traders. Today ended up being a little bit frustrating, but what I want to do is take that frustration and go over it so that you guys can benefit from it. And we always need to review our green days and our red days. Today, felt like a red day, honestly. Didn't feel like a green day to me. I remember back when I had quizzes and tests in school, and the only time I ever thought I needed to study, and this is a flawed perception, mind you. So the only time I ever thought I needed to study was if I did bad on a quiz. If I failed a quiz, oh well, I don't know the material. I need to study for the test. If I did good on a quiz, luckily, I thought, man, I got this. I can luckily pass the test. And that's just how I thought. So with trading as well, it's like, man, we could have taken a terrible trade, but it worked out fine, and we were green. We're like, man, well, I ain't got to study. I ain't got to do any work. I got this. I'm a great trader. But it's not that simple. That's results oriented, as we've gone over before. Green trade, good trade, red trade, bad trade. That's not how it works. You can have a green trade and be a bad trade. You can have a red trade and it be a great trade. So today necessarily wasn't a bad day. I'm happy with today, and I want to go over why and how you guys can be happy with red days that are green days as well. And let's go over the formula for success as far as this goes. Now, consistency as far as risk and sizing used to be an issue for me. I used to come up in the office, and honestly, I come in here a little worried because I didn't know how much I was risking. I didn't know how much I was going to make. It would be beyond me. Some days I might make a few hundred. Some days I might lose my $1,000. Might lose a couple $1,000. Who knows? I didn't know. I'd come in here with random sizing, random risk across the board. Oh, that setup's nice. I'm applying a lot more sizing to that. Oh, I like that. I like that trade. Let me throw a few hundred shares at it. Not good. As far as my trading goes, I'm sharing my journey with you guys. This may not apply to you. This is kind of what's working for me at the moment, so I'm sharing it with you. So let's go over this. Obviously today, scratch day at best. $20, woo. What I do want to go over is how you can have a scratch day and the day just be awful. Look at this. ENPH, I traded this one, and I was short. You guys know my trading. I counter trend it. So I go short on stocks that are getting way overbought, and I buy stocks that are experiencing fear and panic. I just do the opposite of what the 90%ers are doing, which what do? They buy into FOMO, and they sell into panic. That's what they do. So I just do the opposite. On ENPH, my first trade right off the bat, I was red on it. And I got to max risk immediately. But that's what's helped alleviate me as far as my trading goes. When I come into the office, I know my max risk per trade now. It substantially helps me out, helps my mindset, stay in a good positive mindset, just to know exactly what my max risk is per trade. Now let's get into that. I take 2 entries per position, max. I don't always take the second position, especially if the stock starts grinding, but at max, I have 2 positions. My initial entry is $1,000 worth of shares, and that's it. All you got to do is price divided by 1,000. That's the formula to do that, to get $1,000 worth of shares per position. Now, that creates consistency across the table. So every single stock I'm getting in, whether it's a $10 stock, $25 stock, $18 stock, $53 stock, it's all going to be the same. Consistency. That's what I'm looking for, is consistency. And so that's what gets me my initial position. $1,000 divided by price gets me my initial position. And then my second and final position, I apply $1,500 worth of shares into the position. So now total max is $2,500 worth of shares. That's maximum position. And I have 2 hotkeys set up for that. For when I'm buying, I do shift 1. When I'm buying my second position, I do shift 2. And my shift 2 applies risk. My shift 1 doesn't. My shift 2 I have set right now to apply 2% risk to the trade. So on a $2,500 position, 2% risk, that's a $50 max loss per trade, and that's it. So EMPH right here, I hit my $50 max risk immediately. INO, bottom right corner, I hit $50 max risk is there. So already down $100 right there. Not a great way to start the morning. I attacked EMPH a couple more times with single entries, ended up making most of that back on EMPH. XPER, like that setup, ended up making a little bit on that. SGMS, this one worked well, but only had the single entry. So got in with my $1,000 position. That popped up and then took it immediately and then pressed the hotkey for a trail order, 1%, which took me out as well. You guys go watch that video if you haven't. Trail orders are absolutely huge. It allows stocks to work for you and you don't even have to look at them. You don't have to focus on them. You can look elsewhere. And that's what I wanted. I wanted to be able to have proficiency throughout the market and throughout my trading so I can focus on many different tickers at once. See, on this monitor here alone, I got 6 charts. So I can focus on 6 charts at once. So what's the point of this video? The point of this video is know your max risk per trade. You know, your trades are not always 100% guaranteed going to work out. No matter who you are, no matter what guru you are, they're not guaranteed to work out. No one has 100% consistency in the market. You have to have risk set. And because of that, I was able to be green on what should have been a red day. Months ago, if I was trading these stocks, I'd be red on today. No doubt about it. I would have been red on today. But because I got that max risk set per trade, just through the hotkeys of 2%, you set it up however you guys want, but just know your risk. That's what traders are. We are managers of risk. We're not just profit seekers. Traders are inherently managers of risk. That's who we are. Gamblers are just focused on the profits. Gamblers are just coming into the market and spinning the wheel. That's all they do. We are managers of risk, guys. So I hope this video helped you out in some way. Let me know if you have any questions in the comment section below. Email me, hit me up, hit that like button, guys. Sharing my journey, helping you guys out as much as possible. Let me know what you think, guys. Hit the subscribe button. We'll see you all next time.